So I started doing, what is it called? Started doing isometric art yesterday to test out it looks, because I saw a video on it. Looks pretty cool. I started going with like a complete diamond shape, but ended up not doing it. Going with the 2-line instead, because it would look like more top down. So with this one, I kind of make just a basic block, which ends up being kind of like a Minecraft grass block. As you can see here, it's like the building block for the rest of the concepting and like the art that I do. So, like that. And then I go, I don't have one side darker yet, but I will change that later. And trying to figure out like how to separate it. I end up trying to go to smaller, which does work out eventually. Right now it looks more circular because I make the bottom bigger than the sides, so it ends up looking kind of circular or like a cone shape, kind of. But then I end up bringing it here and trying to figure something out to make it look a little better and to make it look more like the original one. This one does right here, and now it looks more square. I tried going double lined, but that just looks bad. Try again, but that doesn't work again. And well, now I expand the canvas so I can have more room to do stuff. Trying to figure out if I want to go bigger or smaller. I end up going a mixture of both of them. This one I'm trying to put the blocks together, or I do end up putting blocks together to make like the actual thing, so it's longer. And I do that with a smaller block too, right here. And then I save it. And then I make the side darker, like I said I would earlier, to like just see it better. I'm trying to make like more of a floating island look. Now I'm gonna make another longer one so that it can be like full size of that right there. About, where is it? Get up. There we go. We put it in right there. It's a little mismatched right now, but I'll fix that later. Just have to wait, because I figure out trying to go from the other side, trying to put the block there. I end up making it separate from that, so I move that up there and make this separate, and then attach it to the island. And then I figure out that it's not working because there's a double space line right there. Figure out that it's like not proportionate, which I don't really want. So I keep trying to slot it in like that's gonna do something, but it's really the first block's problem that we need to figure out. I eventually do decide to just blow it up and go back to the beginning, which should happen right around now. I'm trying to get it figured out, but I just go back to the beginning. I decide there's a good spot to attach it. Instead, remake the block that attaches to the other side. And now we just have a double spaced, like invisible line right there. But it's the best way I figured out how to do it. So we'll just have to go with it. After this, I start making another block. I try making a water block as I move up here. I'm gonna make a water block in between from the grass block. And I'm trying to figure out what color I want, or how I want it to see. I go down, because I want it to be like longer, like flowing down, like water does. And then get rid of the edges here. Don't like it just like that, so I put the water back without the furrowed edges, like is on the grass block. Now I want to put a block. I want to put a block below it so that the water is somewhere to stop. So I'm trying to figure out that right now. But I decided to put the water block back and just redraw it over the top of it after. So I redraw it right here. And it's all blue. And then there. That's how I get the water back. I'm trying to figure out if I want a pool or not. I decide against it. I'm trying to do lines to give it more depth of like flowing, but that just looks bad. And you can't see the edges very well. So I decided to go back to the original. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to add a grass block to like the top of a block, but it ends up looking bad. I haven't figured it out correctly yet. As you can see, like there's the furrows on the side are kind of making it look weird and not letting the block correctly go into the other block. So I tried right there. Again, the furrows are messing it up. So I end up just going a step down, moving it down to the bottom, but not the complete bottom, like the other ones. It'll show in a second here once I give up. Yeah, right there. I'm thinking about doing that, but then I decide move it up there, try that. I end up expanding more, and now I start making the character, which was if I start right here, just moving it around, making sure the proportions are correct. There, expand the canvas again, move it right there, move the blocks around a couple more times. Now is when I'm trying to start working on the player art, but I'm having a problem trying to get the shoes right now, trying to get a base, going for the character, but it just starts looking flat. And I keep trying the shoes for a while. I'm trying to flip them, trying to make them look down. Probably isn't good for an isometric game. Okay, yeah, little part right there where I paused. But yeah, I'm still trying to get the shoes. Trying to figure out a way to make them look not flat on the thing. Trying to make it looks more like platformer-esque right now. And this is the problem, I make him way too tall. And then I'm just realized, oh, this isn't gonna work because... And so I tried to flip him back around to make it more isometric, like facing the other way and not facing down. So it'll be facing like to the side. But then now I'm trying to get the pants looking good. But then I just decide to blow it all up. Try again. Start making a head from the grass block. And I'm trying to make it look down again, instead to the side. Then I change that hairline. Do that, and now it's looking down that way. And trying to figure out how the eyes are gonna look. Settle on that. I don't want borders on them, but settle on that for now. And then I shrink, or the torso, I shrink it down the middle. And try to make it look more isometric. But it gets, like the bottom part of the neck gets hidden by the head. And you move it down. Move down the thing right here. And then I try doing the same thing with the pants right here. The pants are pretty difficult to get done. So I'm trying to make it look like that. They ended up looking kind of flat. But, trying to get the shoes to fit in. going with it, like going back there, going there, and then curving out like that, but like taking a step back at the same time. And then I move that on top. I try making the arms, but that looks goofy at first. I end up making the arms later. That looks better. Make the pants purple instead of blue. Start connecting them to make them look less flat and more isometric by having the border go along, trying to combine the shoes, but that doesn't work. So I decide to cover it all up again, remake that up, and then just give it like a shoe like that. I end up being happy with the pants here, but then I decide to make the arms again right here. I try to color that differently, and then I start remaking the arms. This one looks kind of flat right there. I'm trying to do something more with the pants again, but so I end up going out a little bit, not going out completely, and just having it inside kind of like that. I'm trying to get the fists not to look too small, so I end up going about that big, which looks pretty good. And then I decided to do the opposite, except also cut out the hand, because it's in behind him. So that's what it is looking like so far. Thanks for watching.